Hey, Liz. All right, so always remember, mandatory, your breath gets away from you, you need a child's pose, take it. Join back in when you're ready. Modify whenever you need to. Variations are always welcome, and this is your practice. Anything starts to pain, strain, back out of a pose, okay? You're never here to hurt yourself. You're only here to heal. Keep that in your mind. All right, let's get to it. Let's get into a child's pose. Hips to your heels, forehead down. Your knees can be together or apart. Close your eyes and start to find your breath. Just know I'll be on my mat as much as I can, but I'm going to check the screen every now and again, make sure that you guys can hear me and that everything is going well. So right now you're in your child's pose and start to find your breath. Inhaling deep through the nose and exhaling through your nose. Notice on your inhale, the back body rises. On the exhale, draw your navel up and in towards the spine. Totally focusing in on your breath and your body. If you have Ujjayi breath at this time, start to add it in. Slight constriction at the back of your throat, making the breath audible on the inhale and the exhale. Keep checking in with the breath, checking with the body. Maybe the hips start to sit a little further back. On your next inhale, start to walk the fingertips forward, get high up onto them, lifting up your wrists and your forearms, and take a walk over to the right side of your room, letting the head drop down, the left shoulder, the left rib cage, pull your left hip back, stretching out the whole left side of the body. And you have the option to take the left palm on top of the right hand. And walk it back through your center. Keep creating more length, and then walk it all the way over to the left. And this time the right shoulder drops down, the right rib cage. Draw your right hip back and down. Find your breath. Maybe the right hand comes on top of the left. Finding those deep inhales and exhales. And take it back through your center. Inhale. Draw up to a tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over your knees. Take a look between your knees, and if you see your big toes, move them back behind your knees. Find your strong core. Navel pulling up and in, rib cage tucking in. Right fingertips reaching to the front of your room, thumb is up. Left toes to the back of the mat. Bring that left leg as high as your hip. Core pulling in nice and strong, finding the extension. Exhale, elbow to knee connection, hug it in. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, draw it in, tuck your chin. Inhale, reach out. One more. Exhale, hold it, hug it. Inhale, lengthen. Bend up your left knee. Reach back with the right hand, looking for your foot. Tiger pose. Lift the chest, kick into your hand. Breathe. Release it. Come back through your spinal balance. Right hand down. Right shin pivots about 45 degrees behind you. You have an option. You can always drop the foot, lifting up the outer hip, or keep the left leg up. Ardha Chandrasana variation. Another option, bend up the knee, look for your foot, press your heart forward, kick into your hand. Release out of it, come back through your Ardha Chandrasana variation if the leg is up. Left hand down, left knee down, tabletop. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, gaze is up. Exhale for your cat, round the spine, tuck your chin. Inhale, gaze up, heart pulls forward. Exhale, round it, pull your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, take the gaze up, stretch the abdomen. Exhale, round, use your palms and shins to press into the mat. And then find your neutral spine one more time, strong core. Left hand reaches forward, thumb is up. Right toes to the back of the mat, right leg is up. Strong core. Round in. Elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, lengthen. One more. Round in, hug it. Lengthen it out. Bend up the knee, reach back, look for your foot, and kick into it. Heart forward, kicking back into your hand. Then release back through your spinal balance. Left hand comes down, this time the left shin pivots behind you. Maybe the leg drops down. Maybe you're keeping it up. Ardha Chandrasana variation. Bending at the knee if you did it on the other side. Heart forward, kicking back. Good, come on out of it. Release. Back to your tabletop. And this time, cat-cow it out. Couple times, couple rounds with your breath. Just checking to make sure everybody's still with me. Great. Any extra movement you need. And then again, after you're finished with your next round, pause, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And you have a chance to pedal it out here. Any movement you need to help you settle into your downward facing dog. And check that you are in your dog as you settle into it. Hands shoulder distance, feet hip distance, lifting those hips up and back, weight in your heels. Soften your knees, gaze forward, walk it up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, look up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes here and set your intention for your practice, whatever that may mean for you. Flutter the eyes open. Big inhale. Reach up, gaze up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Plant your palms, step back into a plank. Strong core, shoulders over the wrist, heels over your toes, spine pressing up to the sky, shoulder blades again separating. On this exhale, knees, chest, chin, elbows, squeeze in. Inhale, low cobra, hips press down, elbows pull in, legs squeeze. Down dog, tuck your toes, lift the hips. Always have the option to revisit a tabletop on your way to your down dog. Soften the knees, gaze forward. This time, walk, step, or float. Top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, look up. Add in a back bend, lift your heart, gaze up and back. Exhale, come on down, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Soften your knees, plant your palms. Now you have options, walk, step, or float through your flow. You can stick with knees, chest, chin. You can take a chaturanga, maybe a double. We're in yoga flex. Inhale, cobra or up dog. So your thighs and knees could be off the mat or they could be down. Down dog. Find your breath. Good. Right leg is up. Big step. Lunge. Right foot inside your right hand. Drop your left knee. Drop the toes. Option. Clasp the hands to your right thigh. Or reach it straight up. Feeling those hips sinking forward and down with some activation through your right heel. Feel it pulling back towards you. Knit in those ribs. Hands down. Tuck your back toes. Lift the knee. Find the twist. Right hand reaching up with the right hip still facing your mat. And then cactus your arm and turn your heart up a little higher towards the sky. And then let that right arm reach towards the front of the room, gazing towards your palm. Two hands down, standing split, kicking it up. Options here. Right hand reaching behind the ankle, maybe staying tented on the left fingertips, really kicking through that left leg. Or maybe both hands are coming behind the ankle, still sending a ton of energy to that left leg. Two hands down, 2 feet together, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, half lift. From this position, walk, step, or float. It's yours. If you want to go right back to your dog, you can. Inhaling for your back bend. Exhaling. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Find your breath. Left leg is up. Big step lunge. Left foot inside your left hand. Drop your right knee. Drop the toes. Letting those hips sink forward and down. Yeah, maybe to the top of the thigh. Maybe you're reaching up. Heart is in. You're breathing. Those hips are squaring. You're checking that that left hip is pulling back. Right hip is coming forward. Good. Hands come down. Right hand to the mat. Left hand. Tuck the toes. Lift the knee. Left hand reaching up for your twist. Cactus the elbow open and see if you could turn your chest a little bit higher to the sky. Left fingertips reach for the front of the room over the ear. Two hands down, standing split. So that left foot might need to slide back a little as that right leg picks up. Maybe you go right for your balance. Maybe you keep the hands down. Draw your head closer to the shin, really kicking up, working that kick. Your choice. 2 hands down, 2 feet together, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, look up. Exhale, fold. Stay down here this time. Separate your feet about 6 inches. 2 fists can measure. Yogi toe lock around the 2 big toes. Middle finger, index finger wrap. Inhale, chest lifts forward. Exhale, drop the head down, draw the elbows out, lift the hips up as the crown drops, lengthening the spine, working into the hamstrings, kneecaps drawing up, quads engaging, shoulders moving away from the ears as the arms are engaged. Release your grip. Toe heel the feet back together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Take your flow. Walk, step, or float through it. Meeting in downward facing dog. Finding your way to your dog, checking in, Ujjayi breath still with you. Right leg is up, flex your foot, point the toes, stack the hip, bend the knee. Watch out for your right shoulder, you're still pressing into your right palm, keeping those hips square. Draw your right knee to the nose, core plank position. Gaze in between your palms, flex your foot, step it up. Warrior 1, back foot pivots down, reach it nice and high. Again, draw your ribs in, bend deep into your right knee, strong left leg, still squaring the hips to the front of your space, and then cactus the arms open. Gaze up, look up, lift the heart. Keep the heart up, clasp the hands behind the back, lift the heart again, and humble it. Right shoulder inside your right knee. Gaze drops back to your left toe. Knuckles reach up and over. Keeping that nice bend in the right knee. Inhale, rise it up. Hands to heart center. Warrior 3, taking flight. Come up onto the back toes. Draw the weight into the right foot. Left foot flies up. Left hip is squaring down as your gaze moves ahead of your mat. Then lightly landing back in your Warrior 1. Hands down. Down dog. Optional Vinyasa, rest or work. Let your breath guide you there. Exhaling into your dog. Left leg is up, flex it. Point the toes up. Stack the hip, bend the knee. Watch out for your left shoulder this time. Left knee comes to the nose, core plank. Gaze in between the palms, flex your foot, step it up. Warrior 1, back foot pivots down, 45 degrees. Hips sink. Fingertips are lifting up. You're breathing. Cactus it. Lift the heart. Gaze up. Clasp the hands behind the back. Lift the heart. Look up. And humble it. Left shoulder inside the knee. Working to keep the hips square. Take the gaze to your back foot. Work the knuckles up and over. Inhale, draw it back up to your Warrior 1. Hands to heart center. Flying into your Warrior 3. Coming up onto the back toes. Switching the weight into the left foot. Right foot flies up. Gaze goes ahead of the mat. Squaring your right hip down. Breathing. Landing softly. Warrior 1. Hands down, down dog, rest or work. Inhaling for the back bend. Exhaling, down dog. Dropping into dolphin. Coming onto your forearms. Drop the head. Look at your feet. Working the heels down onto the mat. And here you have choices. So if you have a forearm stand already and you own it, go ahead. If you want to go to a wall and work it, go ahead. Otherwise, this is what we're doing today. Heels working down, right toes point up to the sky, heels still pressing down. But now I want you to come up onto those left toes, still kicking through those right toes. Left heel drops. Left toes, left heel drops. Left toes, drop the heel. Right foot down. Left toes reach up. Come up onto your right toes. Right heel down. Right toes. Right heel down. Right toes. Right heel down. Left leg down. Down dog. Find your breath. That one gets my heart rate up. I love it. Breathe here. Soften your knees, gaze forward, walk, step, float. Forward fold. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, look up. Exhale, come right back down. And find Malasana. Set the feet wide, turn the toes out, hips down, hands in heart center. Find your breath. Reset right here. Feel a little resistance between your elbows and knees to lift your heart a little higher. Check that your Ujjayi breath is still with you. Good. Right hand down. Walk it all the way to the right side, keeping your right shoulder inside the right knee. Left hand reaches up, gaze up to your thumb. You can stay right here, working that chest open. Working some more. That hand is going to come behind you for stage 2. That half bind. Palm facing the back of the room as the gaze goes up over your left shoulder. Maybe you're going for the full bind today. If you want to come up for a standing Marichyasana, you go for it. Keeping the gaze up over the left shoulder. If you're staying here with the thumb up, with the half bind, with the full bind. You came up for the balance, making your way down. And then release wherever you are, reset. Hands to heart center. Left fingertips down. Walk it over to the left. Left shoulder inside the knee. Right hand is up. Gaze up to the thumb. Again, stage 1. Stage 2, half bind. Stage 3, full bind. Or maybe giving one a shot, seeing what works for you. And if you went up for the balance, make your way there. Deep inhales and exhales. If you're in that balance, make your way down. Everybody meets back in Malasana. Hands down, hips up, toes forward. Shake it out a little bit. Toe heel your feet back together. Forward fold. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, look up. Exhale, fold it down, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Walk, step, float. Find your flow. Use your breath. Downward facing dog. This time, right leg is up. Flex the foot. Point the toes. Stack the hip. Bend the knee. Option to flip the dog. If you're flipping, whatever's touching the mat presses down to lift those hips higher. Take it back up and over. Right leg is up. Taking it into your warrior two. Right foot steps to the top of the mat. Back foot pivots down. Arms windmill up and over. Get low into your hips. Good. Looking for heel to heel or heel to middle arch alignment with the feet. So make sure you have it. Strong core, relax shoulders, and then find some peace. Reach up and back. Gaze up. Stay light on your left fingertips, especially if they're resting on the knee. Back through your warrior two and straighten out your right leg. I like to walk my left foot in just a little bit. Totally up to you. You can leave your feet right where they are. As you move into triangle trikonasana, reach the fingertips forward and pivot. Gazing up to the thumb. Any neck issues, keep your neck neutral or look down. Otherwise, you're looking up. Right hip pressing forward, left hip turning back. Maybe holding that beach ball for the core work. And then bending into the right knee for Ardha Chandrasana. So put some pressure into that right foot. Right hand coming down, left leg coming up. Strong standing leg, strong left leg. Kick through the heel. Toes pointing to the side of the room. Stacking your hips, stacking your shoulders. Then lightly, warrior two. Make your way back down. Take the hands to heart center for Skandasana at the back of your mat. Left foot comes to an angle, bending into the left knee. Depending on your hips, your inner thigh area, you're maybe coming onto the right heel, or you might be staying on the foot, pressing the hips back. Your choice. Your body's going to tell you. And that left foot stays flat on the mat. Maybe you're staying here. Again, you have the option to keep your hands on the ground, or maybe you're working a bind here. Gaze goes up. Heart turns. Now you're going to frame your left foot, back of the mat. Coming up. Left foot is down. Support your warrior three. Walk your hands forward. And the right leg is up. Working into your warrior three. Hands at heart center. So maybe one hand at a time coming to the center of your chest. And then that right knee is going to draw up into your chest with you. Standing. Kick out your right heel. Point the toes. Flex them. Point them. Flex them. Point them. Flex them. And lower that right leg down. Big breath. Good. Inhale. Reach up. Gaze up. Look up. Exhale. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale. Half lift. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Half lift. Walk, step, float. Chaturanga. Maybe knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Find your breath. This time the left leg is up, one-legged dog. Flex it, point it, stack it, bend it, and if you flipped on the other side, this is your chance to flip it. Lifting those hips, reaching with the chest. Take it back up and over. The left leg is up. Step it through. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Back foot pivots down. Arms windmill. You're breathing. Good. Get those hips nice and low. Find your breath. Find that the arms are strong, the shoulders are relaxed, and your heart is lifting. And then find your peace. Keep the legs right where they are. Hips stay low. You're breathing. Back through your warrior two. Straighten out the left leg. Again, I take that little hop in. Reach for the back of the room. Pivot the arms. Gaze up. Finding length in your spine, crown of the head is reaching forward. And if you want to add in that core work, holding that imaginary beach ball. And then you're going to put that bend in the left knee. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Kick through the heel. Shoulders are stacking, hips are stacking. So much energy through your right leg. Land it nice and soft, warrior two. Hands at heart center, Skandasana, top of the mat. Right foot pivots at an angle. Maybe that left foot stays down. Maybe you're coming onto your heel. Maybe you use your hands for balance. Maybe they're at heart center, or maybe you're taking a bow. So many choices. Pick what's right for your body at this moment. Releasing what you have, walk to the top of the mat, frame your right foot, start to walk the fingertips forward and support your warrior three. And then work into your warrior three, one hand at a time. Drawing the left knee up into your chest. Kick that left foot forward. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Lower it down. Good. Shake it out if you need to a little bit. Find your breath. Big inhale. Reach up. Gaze up. Look up. Exhale. Fold it. Inhale. Half lift. Flatten the spine. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Half lift. Walk, step, float. Know that you could always hit a child's pose. Catch your breath. Go right back to a dog, or add in some more push-ups. A lot of choices. Breathe. Good. Soften your knees. Gaze forward. Walk, step, float. Malasana. Feet go wide. Hips are down. Hands at heart center. This time, you have that time to work your crow pose. Hands coming down onto the mat. Knowing that everybody has a starting point for crow pose, you just have to find yours. Fingertips pressed down, knuckles are up, bending into the elbows, knees coming towards the back of the arms. I like to bring them up high towards the armpits, gazing forward, coming up onto my toes. And maybe this is where you start. Maybe you just start to just work your balance a little bit here. Maybe you start to feel more confident lifting up one toe. Maybe both. And if they're both up, the heels come towards your glutes. Core pulling in. Breathing. If you have a jump back from here, feel free to take it. Maybe hold your crow for a couple more breaths. Everybody's going to meet in downward facing dog wherever you are. Find your flow, or don't. Down dog. Good. Right leg is up. Knee to your nose. Kick it back. Right knee, right tricep. Kick it back. Right knee, left tricep. And then find your fallen triangle. Kick out towards your wrist. Lift the hips. Left hand reaching up and back. Left hand down. Right foot back up. One-legged dog. Back into your warrior two. Step forward. Back foot pivots down. Windmill the arms. Get low. Now you've been here. Maybe you're working a little lower. Maybe you're putting a deeper bend in your right knee. Your left leg is strong. You're pressing into that pinky edge. And then find your peace. Reach up and back. Come back through your warrior two. Straighten out your right leg. Triangle pose, Trikonasana, reach forward, tilt. Find that long spine, right? It's not about how low your hand goes, but it's about how long your spine is getting. If you want to take that beach ball, feel free. And then work Ardha Chandrasana. So this time around, you have options in your Ardha Chandrasana. You can find hands at heart center, working some balance, or maybe you're working a bind today, bending up the knee, looking for your foot, kicking into your hand. Breathing. If you got the bind, start to release. Warrior two. Land it nice and soft. Maybe a little softer than I did. Hands at heart center. Skandasana, back of the mat. Pivot the left foot, lower the hips. Hands down at the back of the mat. Come up onto the right toes. Walk it forward. Support your warrior three. And this time, revolve your half moon. So keeping the right fingertips down, take the left hand up. Turn the heart. Kick through that right heel. Keep lifting it. Two hands down. Now come into your warrior three. Hands at heart center. Right knee draws up into your chest. Kick through your right heel. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Standing split. Hands down. Keep that right foot up. And now you have more options. You can find a switch kickback. You can find a handstand hop. Flowing to your dog, however you like to get there. Now you're at down dog, you're facing the back. Left leg is up. Knee to your nose. Kick it back. Left knee, left tricep. Kick it back. Left knee to the right tricep, hold it. Kick it out towards the wrist. Hips lift. Right hand reaches up and back. Right hand down. Left leg up. Warrior two. Step forward. Back foot pivots down. Windmill the arms. Get low. Keys. Warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Setting up. Trikonasana. Reach. Tilt. Maybe beach ball. Half moon. With options this time. Hands at heart center. Candy cane, the bind. Breathing. Releasing your bind if you have it. Back into your warrior two. Hands at heart center. Skandasana, top of the mat. Pivot the right foot. Come on down. Hands down, top of the mat. Frame the foot, come up onto the left toes. Walk the fingertips forward, support your warrior three. Flex the foot. And now revolve your half moon. Left hand stays down, right hand reaches up. Woo, as you turn your chest. Kick through that left heel. Hands down. Now moving into that warrior three. One hand at a time to heart center. Draw the left knee up into the chest. Kick the left foot out. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Right into your standing split. Hands down, kick it up. Again, you have options on how you want to move into your dog. Vinyasa, handstand work, switch kicks. You find your way there. Breathe. Hit a quick child's pose. Quick sip if you need it. And find your breath. I hope your heart is going. Mine is. Take it back into your dog. Right leg is up. Flex, point, stack, bend it. Optional flip again if you want it. Lift those hips if you're taking it. Back up and over. Right foot for lizard pose. The right foot is going to come to the outside of your right hand. Take those hips back and forth a couple times, setting it up. Dropping the left knee, dropping the toes. Maybe you're on your palms. Maybe you're working to your forearms. Maybe you're coming lower. Wherever you are, you're breathing. You're still pressing into that right big toe ball mound of your foot. The right knee doesn't get too far away from you. Deep inhales and exhales here. Releasing any tension that you don't need. Get rid of it. Make your way back up onto your palms. Draw that left knee down and forward so that you're not right on your kneecap as that left foot draws in. Stay strong through your left shoulder. Right hand reaches to the back. Maybe you find your foot today, maybe not. It's still a great shoulder opener and heart opener as you reach. And if you have the foot, draw it in. Getting in that quad stretch. Breathe. Release your foot if you got it. Frame your right foot. Shift the hips back. Come up onto that right heel. Toes draw back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, draw forward. Flat back. So be mindful not to round in here, but lengthen forward. And then you have options if you want to go for that half split, taking it all the way back, or a full split, you can go for it. Keeping a little bend in that right knee, tucking your left toes, drawing your left hip forward as you lift up your heart and draw the hips down. The closer you take your hands to your hips, the more gravity is going to help you down if you're getting close. Breathe wherever you are. Make your way back up. Frame your right foot and heel toe it over to the left for your pigeon pose. Right knee to the right wrist. Hands come next to your hips, lifting the heart. Square those hips down. Inhale. And then exhale as you lengthen forward. Close the eyes. And find your breath here. Again, it's those nice deep breaths that help release any places of tension that you might be feeling. So sinking into your pigeon. Working your breath. If you have any variations in your pigeon pose that you like to take here, this is your chance. So if you like to come up, you're going to get that extra quad stretch, or maybe you're working your mermaid today. I feel like I could see Amanda working it right now. Wherever you are, you're breathing. Take that last breath wherever you are. Release what you have. Hands down. Down dog. Shake it out. Find some movement. And then take that left leg up. Point it, stack it, bend it. If you flipped it on the other side, take the flip. Lift it up and over. Back up and over. Left leg is up. Coming right into your lizard pose. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Find a little motion. Drop the right knee. Drop the toes. Maybe you're working onto your forearms. Maybe you're working lower today. But you're keeping a nice long spine. You're keeping your core active. Pull that navel in. And breathe. And make your way back up onto the palms. Right hand stays planted. Right knee bends. Left arm reaches back and around, looking for the foot. Again, turning the heart open, drawing the foot in if it's available. Breathing wherever you are. Release what you have. Frame your left foot. Draw it in. Hips back. Come up onto the heel. Toes pull back. Take that inhale. Lift the heart. Exhale. Draw down. Getting into the left hamstring as those toes draw back to your face. Options. Half split. Full split. Whatever you tried on the other side, working into your pose. Breathing. Squaring off that right hip if you're working the split, drawing it forward. Couple breaths. Making your way back out. Put some pressure into that left foot. Heel toe it over. Pigeon pose, opposite side. Left knee to left wrist. Right leg moving straight behind you. Hands next to the hips. Lift the heart. Draw yourself down. Drop the head. Breathe here. You deserve that hip stretch after all that work. Any variations that you want to take in your pigeon, this is your chance. Whatever you tried on the other side, again, give it a try here. Keep the balance in your body. One more breath wherever you are. Coming onto the palms. Take it back into your down dog. Shake it out. Maybe a one-legged dog. Get some motion back into the legs. Child's pose. Drop the knees, hips to your heels, forehead down. And slowly come up onto your heels and stand onto your knees, setting up for camel pose. Knees about 6 to 7 inches apart, hands to your lower back, thumbs wrapping around. Hips are going to stay in line with your knees. Heart lifts, healthy neck, drop it back. This is a great place to start your camel or to stay. Heart is lifting, hips pressing slightly forward, but if you could see halfway down that wall behind you, reach for the heels, wrapping around them, keeping those hips pressing forward and the heart lifting up nice and high. Slowly make the way out. Hands to the lower back. Sit back on your heels. A couple breaths here. If you like a child's pose in between, because we're going to do two, feel free to take a quick child's pose. A lot of things could come up in camel. Whatever comes up for you, it's meant to. So let it go. Round two. Stand up on the knees. Hands to lower back. Options, you can keep the fingertips facing down, or if you like to turn them up this time, use the heel of your hands to press your glutes away. You can give that a try. It changes how the shoulders feel in it. Lifting the heart. Gaze goes up. Shake the neck out. Make sure it's nice and loose. Staying where you are again. Maybe looking for that wall halfway mark. Reaching. Getting your heels. Hips staying forward. Heart stays high. And you're breathing. Hands back to the lower back. Sit back on your heels. And this time take your child's pose. Head down, hips to your heels. Find your breath. Roll up onto your heels. Come down onto one hip. Legs go right in front of you. Setting up for Paschimottanasana. Heels kicking away, toes pull back. Big inhale, lift up. Exhale, draw your heart forward. Get your grip. Lift the heart. Draw it forward again. Exhale. Shoulders back. Neck long. Gazing at your toes. Kicking through those heels, all the toes, even those pinky toes are pulling back towards you. Give it one more breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, find your depth. Good. Inhale, come on up. Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together. Heels coming in towards you. Thumbs on the insides of the feet like you're opening up a book. Strong lift of your heart. Crown of the head is up. Keeping a flat back. Chin off the chest as the elbows pull back behind you. Lengthening forward. I don't know if you heard that pop. It was my hip. Good. Inhale, rise up. Let it go. Knees together, legs go long. Make sure there's room behind you. Reach the fingertips forward, flip your palms, pull the core in, slowly lower it down. Use your core to get there. Nice and slow. Good. Hands next to the side. Draw the feet up. Setting up for bridge or wheel. So knees and feet 6 inches apart. Fingertips reaching for your heels. Maybe they even graze them. That's how you know you're a good distance. Palms pressed down. I'll give you the cues for bridge. If you're going into wheel, Dhanurasana, upward facing bow, go right for it. Otherwise, palms pressed down. Gaze stays up, chin off your chest, hips rise up.
tailbone lengthens towards the wall in front of you. You can have that option to clasp the hands underneath you, pressing your pinkies down, draw your shoulder blades closer together, and lift the hips higher. Press into those middle arches of your feet. Option to come up onto your toes, or option, right knee deep into the chest, bridge or wheel, kick up through your toes. You do it on the right, do it on the left. Left knee deep in, kick up through the toes. You can take them or leave them. If you're on the toes, drop the heels. Everybody making their way back down. Hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself some love. Rock it back and forth a couple times. Let me see where we're at.
Lying flat on your back, let the legs go long. Draw the right knee into the chest, Pavanamuktasana. All the fingers clasp. Left heel kicks away. Inhale. Exhale, drawing the knee in towards the shoulder. Pull that navel down towards the mat. Take the right leg straight up to the sky, getting your grip. Maybe it's behind your hamstring, your calf, your ankle. Maybe you love yogi toe lock. And on your exhale, drawing that right leg in towards you. And with that right hand, open it up to the right side of the room. Keeping the left hand on the hip if you find it's starting to lift up on you. And then take that right foot straight up. Switch your grip. Left hand gets the grip on the foot, ankle. Maybe you like to bend the knee as you take your twist. So your option to keep that leg long or bent. Right arm is out to a T. Your gaze can stay up in the sky or move to your right fingertips. Finding those deep breaths. Right leg comes back up to the sky. Right leg floats down. Left knee comes up and in. Pavanamuktasana on the left side. Switch your grip. Kick through your right heel. Take that inhale. Exhale. Draw the left knee in towards your shoulder. Give it a good squeeze. Getting into that digestive system. Then left leg comes straight up to the sky. Find your grip, hamstring, calf, ankle, yogi toe lock, your choice. On the exhale, draw it in. Keep your right hand on your hip as you use your left hand to open it up to the left side. Again, only as far as where it allows for you without your right hip lifting up. Left leg comes back up to the sky. Switch hands. Left hand out to a T. Right hand on the foot, ankle. Maybe you love to bend it. Your choice. Is that left hip lifts up off the ground this time, getting into your twist. Gaze staying up or to the left. Take it back up through your center. Let that left leg float down. Give yourself one more good hug. And make your way into your Shavasana. Let the legs go a little wider, palms up. Eyes closed. Find a nice calm breath here and let everything go. Stay there for as long as you like. Thank you guys for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.